Welcome to the TPC Desktop video series. In this video, we'll look at some of the legend enhancements in TPC Desktop 2017. I've opened a survey here that we're just working on for the legend video here, and I just created a small survey and put a legend in like we normally would inside of Traverse PC. So I've got a legend using automatic symbols, and you can see in the drawing that most of the symbols are a hollow circle. That's where we found a 5/8 rebar with a yellow plastic cap marked 1091. And then here in the southwest corner, we used a filled circle where we set a 5/8 by 30-inch rebar with yellow plastic cap LS 44138. And that's the information that we have in the legend. Now, I'm going to right-click this legend to go to the properties, and we're going to see first of all that I can access the legend properties from one of the legend items. So I can either go to the properties for that legend item or actually access the legend here, or I can simply just right-click anywhere over the legend and go to properties. I'm just going to move it over here a little bit, and let's take a look at some of the new options here. One is the header section here, and I can tell Traverse PC that I want to include the header, that's this word legend, but I can also tell Traverse PC that I want to use a different type of font for this. So I'm going to use a Broadway font. I'm going to make it a little bit larger. I'm going to set it to bold italics, and I'm going to center it inside of the legend. Let's click OK, and I now have the word legend in that font that we selected, a little bit larger than the legend items themselves, and I've centered it within the heading there. So a little more control over the heading used for the legend. Okay, let's go back to the legend properties. Again, we'll right-click one of these items and simply say, I want to go to the legend properties instead of the properties for this legend item. And let's go ahead and bring that back down here. And this time, let's tell Traverse PC that we want to fill the background, and I'm going to use a light yellow color, and we'll choose OK. So now I've come in and I've filled that background, only in this particular case to sort of highlight it or accent it on the drawing. But if I wanted to, I could also have said, I want to fill that background with the same background as the drawing. So this time we'll go ahead and put a white background in there. Wait for that to pop up here. So let's choose a white background. And this is going to work a little differently than the background clearing for the drawing. In fact, let's tell it not to draw the border this time. So I'm getting a legend that I've cleared the background on but not drawn the border. And because I've cleared the background, I now could move it onto my drawing other places. And I'm going to just show you how we use drawing order now to come into this layer and tell this layer that I want to change the drawing order so this layer is always on front. So now I've cleared the information behind the legend so that it's not competing with the other drawing information. And I wouldn't necessarily put the legend right over the survey lines like this, but maybe I had a typical that I was showing here or some other information, and I just wanted to have that legend come through nice and clearly. I could do it quite easily then, just by clearing that background. And it works differently in that it doesn't try to switch between black and white like the other background clearing commands do based on what your background is for the drawing. It just says, I want a white background fill, and it does it for you. So just some of the neat little options that are available now with 2017 and legends. We call them legend enhancements. There's also the ability to select a line type and the pen width that it uses for the line under the border or under the header, or to do that for the entire border. I'm just going to change the line width under the header. So some neat options in TPC Desktop 2017 for legends.